Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Virgo. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Virgo, I feel like you are separated from your partner. I feel like it's like somebody's temper blew up. There could have been some type of deception. Somebody feels deceived by the other. But I feel like there's information that's missing. I feel like somebody assumed or made a hasty judgment on something they saw or heard. But I feel like they've been misinformed somehow, or they've they've been misinformed, or they've misjudged something. They could have made false accusations against that person, and that person would have got upset. Okay, so we have the moon, the mountain, and the house. The moon is feeling very emotional about the obstacle that stands between you and your desire. The moon is about the things that pull at us emotionally. So something has come in and has made you very emotional. It's like a block that was just boom, dropped between you and this person. But we must be careful with the moon, you know. Can be a suspicious mind born of past experiences, with that Eight of Swords being there. So it's like you saw something and suddenly felt threatened by it, but maybe it wasn't clear, or it was misunderstood. The moon talks to illusions. Not seeing things clearly. The unknown. The unseen. The mountain can feel exhausting. And it's like something that's really slow. So the cards around it, or the symbols around it, would be very slow moving. It can feel like everything seems against you being able to get past this obstacle. The mountain stands in the way of something that you really, really want, and what you really, really want is to get to the house. Okay? And the house is that place of safety. Right now, there's a lot of insecurities surrounding that. I mean, the house could be your inner. It could be your inner house. It could be your inner house, your insecurities. It could be the outer house as well, a place where you feel you belong, or a person you feel you belong with. Your space, people who share your space. So the mountain, the mountain can also be about perseverance and seeing something through. And although it feels like it's a long climb, and it feels like everything's against it, it's like you have no other option, or feel you have no other option but just to keep climbing, you know. Because maybe you need to know the answers, or because you love this person, or because they love you, depending whose energy this is. It can be yours, could be the other person's. But although the mountain seems like it is a long climb and it's slow moving, you learn a lot about yourself during the climb, as you will. The man holding the heart. So this is somebody you love, okay? I feel that this person has your heart. Oh, 1 minute. I will be right back. Gotta pick up my little girl. Sorry about that. She's on my lap now. All right, so this is somebody you love. It could be that you're having difficulty to choose a specific direction when it comes to this person. I feel like a hasty judgment was made. Somebody, this is a card of being hasty, being reckless, holding a grudge even. I feel like, frankly, there's been a misunderstanding. Somebody did judge too quickly, but it was because of this. Not that it's okay, but I mean, this is where it came from. That Eight of Swords energy. It came from some traumatic experience that person had in the past, and this is like something happened that triggered the emotions attached to that past experience that clearly was never really healed. Maybe they thought it was, but you know, clearly it wasn't. Somebody didn't have the correct information. Someone detached themselves and were like in a separation, a time apart, and trying to heal, thinking about information, maybe even thinking that, well, maybe deciding they didn't have enough information, or that they maybe are admitting to maybe having the wrong information. Someone wants to get to the truth. They want to get back, or come back, or go back. They want more information about the Magician reverse. So what they want more information about a betrayal. So they feel that they were betrayed. That's the information that they fell upon, that they probably were misinformed about, or believed it was something that it wasn't, and it would have been because of that trigger. So, but now there's like, after thinking about it for a while, it's like, well, okay, maybe I didn't have all of the information, or maybe I did make a mistake. And so now it's like, I want to go and get more information about this betrayal, so that maybe we can restore this relationship, or try to heal it, or to it's like wanting to put things back in order, because right now everything feels out of order. So that's it. Or wanting to fit the pieces of the puzzle together to make order, or to make sense out of it. Because thinking back, it doesn't make sense. So, oops, maybe I made a mistake. You know, the thing is that there's something deeper going on here that needs to be looked at, that is standing between you and another, and I feel that is the mountain. You either hold a grudge against this person for something they've done to you in the past, and then it doesn't take much to trigger it after that, or it comes from your deep past. And maybe you have trust issues because of that. Maybe it feels like it always just keeps happening to you. Something always just keeps happening to you. It's not that it keeps happening to you. It's like you make it happen because of the swords. You know, it's imagining the worst, or it's like the imagination fills in the blanks. It's like being constantly misinformed. Driven by these past memories, you know. You or them. I say you, but I mean it could be them. So you may have lost an opportunity maybe to work something out with this person in the past. Something didn't go as planned, some type of negotiation maybe, or talk maybe didn't go as planned. There was an opportunity that didn't get planted, or didn't grow into anything, because of things that were lying or kind of bubbling beneath the surface in the Eight of Swords energy. It's why. That's what you need to look at. What put you here, or what put them here, however this goes. You're still in you're still on this choppy water, but the time to end these hostilities, or whatever it is that's standing between you, that caused this, the time to end it is now, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, you actually have the key to end it, to solve it, to put an end to the hostilities. You've been holding back on something because you were afraid, most likely. You or them. I'm saying you, but I mean it could be them. I'm speaking to whoever this energy belongs to. Okay, so you will know if it's yours or theirs. Yeah, so you were holding back because you were afraid. But you're going to have to take a leap of faith a leap of faith to make, it's kind of take that first step and move towards the other person, you or them. And know that the universe has your back here. Okay? The third chakra is in the reverse. So there are issues here that revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. And right now is the time to move towards the completion of your desires. Your soul, this card says, is calling you to direct your energy in a more focused, purposeful manner. Okay? You need to change your thoughts, because thoughts become things. So here you are. You go from an 8 to a 9. And so, of swords. Oh, I'm not going to get my wish. Here we are imagining the worst in the 9 of Swords, dealing with one's inner demons, surrounding your desires and your ability to manifest them. Trust issues, the next card, and obsessing over these things. This is what caused this breakup. It's right here. So how one thinks, you or them, is really how one thinks, and what generated this in the beginning, you know, what led up to this, what was at the root of all of these swords, is basically what caused this. So, and what caused this really, the thing is, you're missing information. You were missing information back there, and that's what they're telling you. You were missing information. And so it's like an autofill. Basically, that's what it is. It's like an autofill, and the imagination just pops in and says, oh, okay, this, and this is going to happen. I know what this means. And it just hit autofill. Bang, 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 bang. And so, yeah, that's exactly what this is. You need to take a leap of faith. You're missing information. Something's been misunderstood, and you need to decide. We have the ways, which is a crossroads, so that's where you are. It's time to choose, and you need to choose wisely. Having to do with the house. This is somebody really you can't wait to get back to, but your fears hold you prisoner here. You're troubled. This is you or them, whoever this is. You're troubled. You have the clouds in front of you, so you're confused. The way ahead is not clear. Well, we know that. We have the moon here. You know, you have something obstructing your view, and it's all those swords. The way ahead is not clear. You're going to have to take a leap of faith and get into the boat and go back to that person. Take the first step. Let your guard down, let your defenses down, and be willing to listen. Be open to hearing what someone has to say. And I feel if you do that, where do we have them? Right here. If we do that, this couple that is currently in the reverse and not talking will then become upright, and you will have your connection back and your peace and your harmony. But there is still something here you know, it's not a fairy tale ending, because you do still have to work on this so that it doesn't happen again. Okay, so that's an inward journey that you must take. Okay, this is something here that you or they must do alone. Go back and find whatever it was that set you up to be like this, or to feel like this, to be afraid, to not trust. And the best way to deal with that is, most likely it is an experience from far back. The best way to deal with it is to first of all, you got to go back through the experiences. You find the one that's at the root that set you up for all the other ones that followed, kind of like dominoes, you know. And you're going to have to kind of relive it, but from outside the box, and know that you're not the same person you were back then. You no longer believe that to be true. You know, when you were young and impressionable, you know, and sometimes it's just something that that entered. You're not even aware of it. Something you saw, something you heard, and it just kind of stayed there. It affected you deeply somehow. So go back and find it. You can delete it. And replace it with something much more positive. It's time. It's time to set yourself free from whatever put you here. And that's your inner journey to make. Once you do that, it's like everything just kind of falls in place. So you have a decision to make. Are you going to climb aboard? Are you going to climb aboard and go back and do this journey? This card can have a dual message. This can be an inner journey where you step into the unknown and you go back and you do the journey. And sometimes this can be painful, but you're going to go back and you're going to look at those fears and you're going to face those fears. But this can also be going back to that person, making that initial step, taking that leap of faith, knowing that the universe has your back. It's time. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to you.